How do you build a team, an army, a kingdom when you have nothing? No land, no money, no powerful family to back you up. This was the reality for Liu Bei, one of the most fascinating figures from China's Three Kingdoms period. While his rivals, Cao Cao and Sun Quan, had resources and territory, Liu Bei started with little more than a claim to a distant royal ancestry and a powerful idea. So, how did he attract some of the greatest heroes of his time? Guan Yu, Zhang Fei, Zhuge Liang. These weren't just followers, they were legends who pledged their lives to his cause. The secret wasn't gold or titles, it was something much more powerful: Renyi. This concept, often translated as benevolence and righteousness, was Liu Bei's ultimate brand, his political technology. It was a declaration that he wasn't just another warlord seeking power for himself. He was fighting for the people, for the restoration of a just and compassionate government. This wasn't just a slogan, it was the core of his leadership. Think of Renyi as a powerful magnet. In a time of chaos and cruelty, when warlords treated people as mere pawns, Liu Bei projected an image of a leader who genuinely cared. This attracted talented individuals who were disillusioned with the corruption and tyranny around them. They saw in Liu Bei not just a commander, but a cause worth believing in. He didn't just recruit people, he inspired them. He ate with his soldiers, wept for the suffering of the common folk, and always put the welfare of his people before his own ambition. This reputation for compassion was his greatest asset. It made people want to follow him, to fight for him, and even to die for him. This brand of Renyi wasn't just for attracting talent, it was also a masterful tool for diplomacy. Liu Bei was the perpetual underdog, constantly needing allies to survive. How did he convince more powerful figures to help him? By positioning himself as the morally superior choice. He argued that an alliance with him was an alliance with justice itself. When he needed to borrow the crucial Jing province from Sun Quan, his argument was essentially, "Help me, and you're helping restore order and righteousness to the empire." It was an appeal to a higher purpose, making it difficult for others to refuse without looking selfish and unjust themselves. His reputation preceded him, making alliances possible that would have been unthinkable for a leader of his limited means. Now, let's contrast this with his main rival, Cao Cao. Cao Cao was a pragmatist, a brilliant strategist who famously said, "I would rather betray the world than let the world betray me." He ruled through strength, efficiency, and at times, ruthlessness. He could command loyalty through fear and reward, but Liu Bei commanded it through love and respect. This fundamental difference in ideology is what makes their rivalry so compelling. Cao Cao built an efficient state machine. Liu Bei built a family, a brotherhood bound by shared ideals. Of course, Liu Bei wasn't a perfect saint. He was a politician, and some historians argue his Renyi was a calculated performance, a brilliant piece of political theater. Did he truly feel every ounce of compassion he displayed, or did he understand its power to move hearts and minds? For example, the famous story of him weeping as he abandoned his cities to flee with tens of thousands of commoners, was it pure empathy or a strategic move to cement his image as the people's protector? Honestly, the answer is probably a bit of both. Great leaders understand the power of narrative, and Liu Bei was a master storyteller, with his own life as the epic. But whether it was a genuine personality trait or a calculated strategy, the effect was the same. His Renyi brand created a unique and resilient form of power. While other warlords' fortunes rose and fell with battles won and lost, Liu Bei's power base was in the hearts of his people and his followers. Even after devastating defeats, his core team never abandoned him. Why? Because they weren't just loyal to a general. They were devoted to an ideal that Liu Bei embodied. This allowed him to bounce back from failures that would have ended any other warlord. His foundation wasn't built on shifting sands of territory, but on the bedrock of human loyalty. This is a powerful lesson in leadership that transcends ancient history. In any field, whether it's business, community organizing, or even just in your own family, you can build immense loyalty without having the most resources. It's about what you stand for. It's about building a vision that others want to be a part of. Liu Bei shows us that a reputation for fairness, compassion, and integrity can be a more valuable currency than gold. He built an empire on a promise, the promise of a better, more humane world. And that's a legacy that continues to inspire people thousands of years later. So, next time you think about leadership, remember Liu Bei. Power doesn't always come from the top down. Sometimes, the most enduring power is built from the ground up, one loyal heart at a time, all centered around a single, powerful idea. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this dive into history and leadership interesting, please hit that like button and subscribe for more stories about the strategies that shaped our world. Let me know in the comments which historical figure's leadership style you find most fascinating. See you in the next video.